Okay guys, so in the line of kind of bushcraft knife videos, I wanted to create a quick video talking about some of my favorite ways to carry field knives. Now obviously the knives and you are only as good as the equipment you have on you and readily accessible. So let's talk about a few of the different ways that I prefer to carry my knives into and out of the field. So the first one that we're going to knock out of the way is a little bit user specific, or is a little bit kind of clothing specific, and that is that honestly one of my favorite ways to carry knives is in these Fjällräven Vita Pro vented pants. They have this kind of slip or this kind of pocket in a way that's designed to carry knives. Now originally it was designed for the Mora knives, or the Mora line of knives, things like the companion, but I found that a good deal of knives like the Condor Pterosaur and other knives fit pretty well into that little pocket, and it's a very convenient spot to just have a knife, and you know, when you need to pull it out, just grab it, pull it out, cut whatever you need, throw it back in your pocket, and then you're good to go. Though aside from that, one of my other favorite ways to carry, in a way that I carry quite frequently, is a traditional neck knife setup. Now this kind of a rig is actually a 2-in-1. It's designed to be a neck knife like traditionally so, and it also can be expanded to be the neck style of field knife carry. But neck knife, or running a knife on your neck, is one of my more preferred ways to do. You can also throw it under a shirt like this and it disappears out of your way. It's not going to fall in front of you. So I have gotten some criticism over the years about choosing to run a neck knife, but I like the neck knife style of carry, and I think it is a very good, very easy way to readily have a knife on tap. Also, it doesn't tend to get in the way of any belt items as well. So then thirdly, and one of my preferred methods, especially for winter carry, is the baldric rig, which this is set up for that, and that knife can also be expanded out to have a baldric rig style. But this is the baldric rig style. Once again, it gets the knife off the belt and keeps the belt free and clear in case you need to put anything on your belt, such as medical kits or first aid, or medical kits, survival kits, guns, or other such things on the belt. But it also carries very nicely and very well here, and this is definitely one of my favorite ways to carry a knife. It's very easily accessible and resheathable in the wilderness, and it definitely works well. And I like this method more in the winter, for instead of a neck knife carry where you might have to go digging in your garments, you know, under your coat to try to grasp your knife. This is a nice way of carrying your knife, and it fits on the outside. So if you're wearing something like a parka or a thick coat, this will go on the outside, and you're still very accessible for, you know, grabbing your knife and, you know, minimal interference. So whether it is summer or winter, this is definitely a top carry. But in the winter, this is basically my go-to carry style. It's very out of the way, very nonchalant, but yet still very easy to grab and resheath that blade. So that is a top way to carry for me. Lastly, my way, if I absolutely must carry a knife on my belt, it is going to be scout style. Now you've seen this probably in a handful of other videos, but I do really prefer and like the scout style if I am going to carry on the belt. And this of course is my Cold Steel SRK setup in a scout configuration, and usually I would try to carry it more towards the front, right around this area, around the appendix area, so I could easily draw it out, do what I need to do, and resheath the blade. So that is if I must carry on a belt. I will probably be carrying scout style. I like scout because while it does take up more real estate on the belt, which is something I'm not necessarily for, it's very nice when you sit down, when you're moving around. You don't have this long cantankerous blade, you know, hitting things or running into things or causing you to adjust yourself. It's just a nice way. It's just a nice way to carry, and it's minimal to low profile. So those are my top ways to carry a field knife. Hopefully this helps you guys out when picking a field knife, or kind of helping you understand how you might be able to modify a sheath or modify a rig to set up in the way that you want to carry your blade. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, God bless, and I'm out.